With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Come on, hit! 19 Lions!
And Richardson will throw to start out here. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Cowboy 80. Check. Hurt. Trap 60.
They go play action with Richardson. Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
18, Pioneer. Let's go.
3rd and long for Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over.
Here we go, check.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 73 yards. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
3rd down and 1.
Tight. 19 tight.
3rd and 1. Richardson to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Okay, ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Justin Ross. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
Ravens, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7.
Check smash.
Richardson now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ready.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it?
And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Go, Reed. Go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Lions.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on, set.
Second down, here's Richardson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level. And I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Here's Stroud. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Inside the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well. Showed right there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, today, of course, not just the start of a new campaign, it's the debut of DeMeco Ryans as the Houston head coach. Now, we saw him playing with the 49ers, what he was able to do with that defense. Charles, what do you think he brings to the table for these Texans?
He brings football intelligence. He brings enthusiasm. He brings creativity. This guy wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans. Twice a Pro Bowler weekend in the NFL. He's come home. Now he wants to finish what he started as a player as a head coach.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the door.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Check back. Come 19. Come 19.
Now it's Richardson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. So he stopped for no gain. And that's That's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to...
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 59 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
127 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Set.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. First and 10, it's Pierce.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Rocky Sin there to make the tackle.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The second down throw now from Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Stroud on third down now.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Set to punt, here's Cameron Johnston. It's a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
18 Cardinals.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud.
His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Trap 60.
Stroud off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Stroud to throw it.
Rolling to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Justin Ross.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Score Texans 20, Ravens 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Check, Panther. Nineteen tight.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That one too wide and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Now Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play action. Now Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
Flush to his right.
That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
17.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Ready. Hut. Ready.
Stroud sets up the play action. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Texans.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Delson in motion.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Play action. Stroud now.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end.
Cut 19. 70 Rangers, 70, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
Stroud now on second down.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Stroud. The throw out to Ross. He's got it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, here's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Justin Ross
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texans 27, Ravens 17. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set up the line for this next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, it's Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
The 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Here's Richardson on first down. No gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Richardson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On second down, here's Pierce. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, third and long. Stroud. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got room past the 30, and he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 at the 29-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Ready?
Second down, here's Richardson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. And a gigantic play wiped off the stat sheet.
No doubt about it. If that had been pass interference against the defense, that's over 50-yard gain, because it's going to be a spot foul. But instead, they lose all of what they would have gained plus a penalty marked against him going back the other direction. Offensive pass interference does not pay.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Check smash,
In motion
check
left,
smash.
Bateman. On 1st down, Richardson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Back to the air with Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurt.
Richardson on 3rd and short. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here we go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
60 vices. 60 vices. Rig. Rig.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the 1st.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Down. The Ravens able to get to him. DeForest Buckner. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Stroud looking to change the play.
19 Lions. 70 Lions. Trap 50. Trap 50.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Stroud to throw it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Seven Pirates. Street.
Here's Richardson. Dobbins with it.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Rig alert. Mustang 19.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Texans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.